We're gonna talk that horror. We're gonna talk that horror. What is going on out there, horror fizzams?
What's up, everybody?
What's up, everybody?
We're ready to talk that horror.
We are ready to talk that horror. This is, what is today? Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
Oh my goodness gracious.
We're so close to the party.
I know.
Which is really what we were in this for.
After today, we have 3 more days until the Ultimate Talk Horror Bash. I want to see $3,000 in donations tonight. This is your last chance for me to go out and blow $3,000 on party supplies in 3 days.
Yeah. Oh, we got to go hit Party City?
Maybe.
Party City's going out of business.
It is. We got to help them. Get your shit on out of here, Party City.
No, give us all the party supplies.
Give us all the party.
For our big party.
For our big party, yes. All right, and for everybody who's going to be in said party, I need you to get in contact with me. You got to RSVP so I know who I'm sending the link out to so you can come on and be on the stream.
So they be there or be square.
Be there or be square.
Yep.
Yes, because I'm people are dropping like flies. There's not going to be as many people on as I thought, but I did get a surprise today. I did lock somebody down that I've been trying for.
Nice.
So if you want to be on the show, folks, you got to let me know.
He's talking about me. It's me. I finally agreed to be on the party.
Yeah, hells yeah.
Finally, like,
fine.
Fine.
All right, so we got to start this show off with a little bit of bad news, a little bit of sad news, and I didn't even tell you this, mainly because I want to see, like, your reaction to this, because it could be
your
shocking.
Live reaction you need to bad news?
Oh, yeah.
Why would you do that to me?
Oh, yeah. Well, it's either going to go one of two ways. Either you're going to be like surprised that this even still exists or surprised that it's going away or both.
Okay.
But as of September 29th,
okay.
As of September 29th, Netflix is ending their DVD by mail service. Didn't know it still existed, did you?
I had no idea that still existed.
Didn't know it still existed. For those of you hardcore mofos out there.
Wish I had known. I wish you had told me when we would have conversations and I would say things like, oh my God, I loved their DVD by mail because you could get films that you can't get anywhere else.
Yeah.
And I never heard, well, they do still have that. We can get those films that you want.
Nope.
But no, you never told me.
Nope, it is going away. They're like, oh my God, this thing only makes like $15 million a year. Get it out of here. Get it away from us.
Well, shoot, man, I better jump on that then and rent all of the
DVDs you want.
Weird.
Yeah, September 29th.
Foreign films I want.
Is when the last red envelope is sent out.
Man, I loved those things.
Yeah.
God, that was epic.
Yeah, it was. Netflix in the old days was kick ass.
It was so fun.
Now it sucks. Like, I will totally admit Netflix now sucks ass. Like,
I wouldn't go that far, but
it does compared to what it used to be.
But that was epic. That was really fun. And you could get movies nobody had ever heard of.
Yeah. Netflix wasn't afraid to, it was kind of cool when Netflix wasn't, I mean, now they make billions every year.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, that's how they can afford to get rid of, like, oh my God, this only makes blah, blah, blah million. Goodbye. We don't even want to deal with that.
$15 million a year. Not worth it.
Yeah. I mean, I can't remember what the number was. It still makes like revenue in the millions though.
Wow.
But like, it was kind of cool when Netflix was small because they didn't get, you know, they pretty much got whatever people would license out to them.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So it was kind of cool. Like, you might see stuff on there that you've never seen before. Like, that's what was cool about Netflix back in the day. Because I had the DVD by mail service, but the streaming service came with it for free. Now you have to pay for either or. And now the rates on the streaming service like that, they hike those prices every year. And they're constantly releasing news that they're going to do this, they're going to do that, and see how their audience reacts to it. Like they were going to take away password sharing a few months ago, and they've kind of like backtalked on that because, you know, all of the negative media.
Well, I mean, I could see like that would cause so many problems for people who do legitimately use their own account in multiple locations.
Yeah.
Right. Everybody who owns an Airbnb.
Right? Everybody who owns Netflix and makes $50 billion a year.
Yeah.
And has 30 houses.
No kidding.
You know what I'm saying? It's like,
no kidding.
You know, but yeah, like you said, like if you Airbnb stuff or
anything, like you said, have multiple
homes, or you go on vacation,
or whatever.
Yeah, you go on vacation, man. I remember that was the big selling point of streaming media, and still is for a lot of shows. Like you can take it with you on vacation.
Yeah.
But yeah, so.
But yeah, I had no idea they were even still doing that. So.
So Netflix has already taken away password sharing in some countries, like here in Canada. Sorry to hear that, JK. I know that they were going to over here, and people went nuts. They're like, "No, you're not. Like, no, you're not. We will cancel."
Well,
our subscription.
I mean, I really would like to see like what that means to people who want to be able to use their own account in more than one location, like how that works. Like,
I don't know. Yeah, maybe they could do. Yeah, maybe they could do something like you can have so many locations or whatever. But I don't know. I don't know. But you know, Netflix back in the day was really, really cool. Like I said, because you could get the DVDs by mail, and there were certain things that they had that you couldn't find anywhere else.
Yeah.
But man, their streaming service was so cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you could get on there. I don't know for those of you who remember this, who had Xbox 360, but you could invite someone into a party and watch a movie in a theater with your little avatars.
Oh my God, how cute.
Sitting there eating popcorn and watching a movie in sync together. This shit existed in like 2006.
That's cool. That's cute.
You know what I'm saying? Like that was so cool. And you got access to movies. Now, some of them were horrible. Like some of the worst movies I'd ever seen was through those early days on Netflix. But that was part of what was cool about it, because it was still like that feeling when you'd walk into a brick and mortar, like a Blockbuster, and rent a movie based off of the cover. You know, so you'd get tricked into watching some bullshit like Jacko, which was legitimately on Netflix back in the day. That's where I first watched that movie with a friend through that, theater experience thing they had. And it was horrible, but we watched it together and laughed our asses off.
That's cool.
So, yeah, man. Netflix now, I mean, it's all going to be very safe, very sterile material that you can watch.
I don't know
like
if that's true.
It's going to be stuff that I'm saying like you're not going to really discover anything through there. It's like you're going to get the same selection of movies that you're going to get like if you cycle through premium television at night. Like you're not going to get on there and see Frankenhooker. True. That ain't going to happen. True. Or Hollywood Chainsaw, hookers. You're going to go on there and you're going to see bullshit like There's Something About Mary.
Yeah,
that's as obscure as it gets.
Well, unless you decide to like dive into foreign films, because they do have like a lot. So there's a lot of stuff out there. If you wanted to get into,
yeah, maybe. I don't know,
films or.
I'm just saying, like I really miss that old. I do miss the DVD by mail thing, but I do miss old Netflix and like discovering stuff. And they would get stuff, that no one else had. Like you might get on there and watch Masters of Horror. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there you go, Samuel Stokes. Killjoy. Ginger Dead Man. Stuff like, stuff that you're not going to find anywhere else. Like I said, now, man, you get on there and the best you're going to get is like Pearl Harbor. It's like, you want obscure? Here's a movie from the 90s.
Pearl Harbor is so bad. So if you want to find a bad
I'm saying like Netflix's new definition of like obscure shit is like, here, it's from the 90s. You forgot it existed.
Yeah.
Here, watch There's Something About Mary. Here's Zoolander. It's like, oh my God. Combat, dude, coming in from Canada. Not only that, but from Twitch, brother. Welcome, dude. Still trying to grow my user base on Twitch, man. So if you want to hit that follow button and become part of the horror fam, we will take you, my friend. You're one of us now. You can never leave. You can never grow old, and you will never die.
Oh.
Welcome to the horror fam, bro. But he says, so I'm in Canada, and I still share my password with my in-laws.
Yeah.
So that works for you? Because JK is also from Canada, and he says that they apparently track it by your Wi-Fi.
Which may be why they can't get away with it here yet. Like, you're going to do what?
Yeah.
You're going to track my Wi-Fi? Because let's not allow that. Let's let that not be.
Yeah. And well, like another thing that brings up for me is like, then can you use VPNs and still access Netflix? Because that's shitty. Oh, it's like, here, disable this layer of security so you can use our service.
Hey, we're a VPN household. Thank you very much.
Yeah, hell yeah, we are. There he goes, though, single text guy. He brings up, he's like, hey, now all that stuff's on Tubi. There you go. It just sucks you got to go through the whole Tubi ads because, like, we've tried to watch things through Tubi before. Like, it's okay for some things, but I'm like, ooh, I'm going to show Anna this really good movie that somehow Tubi got their hands on. And then you turn it on and it's like, they just kill it with commercial breaks. I'm like, no, you can't kill the suspense right now. Please don't.
Yeah.
You know. So. Yes, Ice Cream Man. Oh my God. Clint Howard classic right there. Combat says, so I'm in IT and we do not do it by Wi-Fi. Always hardwired. Okay. So what I think a person can do is VPN out by registering an account in the USA. Yeah, possibly. Okay. There you go, man.
I like it.
I don't know, man. You know,
we're in the streaming underworld here today. I love it.
Yeah, it's like it's like come on, Netflix. You make $50 billion a year. It's okay if you know
we feel so taken advantage.
Yeah, like we feel come on, man. They're like South Park needs to just redo their Metallica episode, the like the Napster music download episode, but instead of those celebrities, it's just Netflix.
Yeah.
What? You're gonna share your Netflix password, but then this year he won't be able to get his diamond-plated shark-encrusted pool. Now he might just have to wait a couple months instead. Now, do you think sharing your password is a victimless crime? It's like, oh my God.
But
oh man, now you sink the pirates. Oh my goodness, Combat. How can you do that, dude? What? We love our pirates, man. Come on, dude. Are you not meeting people at the bay anymore? Is that what's going on? All right, man. All right, so we're getting back into our horror fight night. Y'all are here. Y'all have been waiting on it. You've called for it. I have answered the call. Anna's getting too excited. She's throwing shit across the room.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. So last night we went through a hell of a list. Tonight we have another hell of a list. This is part 2. And all the links to what we're going to be talking about are in the description below. So if you need to check out any of these. But we're going over some of the best fight scenes in horror. And I think I will go ahead and start us off. If you don't mizzine.
I do not mizzine.
You don't?
No, go ahead.
You're posy. Okay, well, let me pull it up here. Where is it? I'm going with Bride of Chucky, the Chucky and the Tiffany fight scene. Here we are, Chucky. By this point in the film, you know, Chucky and Tiffany have officially tied the knot, but they're about to have a little bit of a domestic dispute here. You know, they have the heart of Damballa. They can finally transfer their souls out of these dolls into human bodies. And you know what? Tiffany ain't having it. You know, despite this little kiss here, that's just to trick Chucky. And then, boom, she hits him with the knife in the back. That bitch. Can you believe that, Anna?
She knows he's evil.
She knows Chucky is evil, and she doesn't want him to ruin the genuine relationship here between these two lovebirds.
She knows that this couple can have something that she can never have with Chucky.
Old Jesse and Jade over here, played by Anna's favorite actress, Katherine Heigl. Don't puke into your tea. Look at Chucky's holding his stomach. He feels so betrayed.
Wow.
What hurts worse, the broken heart or the knife in his back?
Oh, broken heart, my foot.
Broken heart. I can't believe Tiffany would do this to a kind, loyal man. But then, Chucky gets up and whoop.
Yeah.
It's Tiffany in the back of the head with the old shovel. She throws some dirt in his eyes. And they get up and they have a hell of a shovel fight here, man. A hell of a shovel fight. And like I said, I would show everybody the entire clip, but YouTube will dick me and totally
don't do that.
Ban me off the air again.
Yeah, we'll get kicked before we make it halfway through our list.
Yeah. But, Chucky stabs her.
Aww.
Boom! That's what you get, Tiffany. That's what you get for mistreating his trust.
Uh-huh.
Chucky really loved you, but he's like, get off my mind.
Oh, he betrayed her left, right, front, and center.
There you go.
Whole film, he did.
There you go. Chucky was he was in the right there.
He's not in the right once in that whole film. I love that movie, and he's not.
Chucky was doing his best.
He's just being Chucky.
Tiffany knew the man she signed up for. That's true.
That's accurate.
But the hilariousness of these two puppets, animatronics, whatever you want to call them, fighting each other.
Yeah.
With shovels and throwing dirt in each other's eyes and betraying it. Oh my God, it's so hilarious.
Although she kind of didn't know, because he died with her thinking he was going to propose. Remember?
That is true. He was actually saving that ring for he got it off of Vivian Van Pelt.
But he was never going to propose. So she spent years trying to find his doll, the whole deal, so she can bring him back to life. The whole time believing that he loved her so much he wanted to marry her. And it was never true.
Yeah, it's just, but the fight scene though is epic. It's hilarious. Great. They have that whole movie is great. They have a sex scene, for God's sakes, and it's dolls.
They do. It's so weird.
Oh my God. Yeah. So
and they're like verbal banter. The whole film is great too. Like, so those fights are great. Like, they're so funny.
Oh my God. So hilarious. So hilarious. But you know what, Tiffany, you had it coming. You had it coming. You played with the wrong heart right there, doll.
Yep.
Totally did. Samuel said he's wearing a Chucky shirt. You are a good man, a scholar, and a gentleman. Keep it up, dude. Siegel texted, can I throw in Glenn versus Chucky? And say, you can throw it in there, but I'm not sure I'm going to pick that up. I can't. I've
never seen it.
And there's a reason.
Oh.
I don't like it. You might. But 99% of people did not.
But
I'm one of them. Well, because it's even cheesy. Like, it's even sillier. And it's like, I don't know, man. It's rough. It's a rough one for me. But yeah, there is a, don't they spoof the Matrix in that one, single text guy, if I remember right, which was very popular to do back then.
I was going to say that got spoofed.
Yeah, they did it in Scary Movie.
Yeah. Everybody spoofed it.
Everybody did.
Chucky and Tiffany in a toxic relationship. They're like the definition of a toxic relationship.
Yeah, this is pretty toxic, man.
I mean, she kills somebody to bring him back to life. So
that's true. That is true. Okay, baby, you get next pick. Tell everybody what's up and make it a good one.
What's up, everybody? Okay, my next pick is from a massively underseen film. It's from Brotherhood of the Wolf.
Brotherhood of the Wolf. I've actually never seen it.
Yeah. And I'm not sure that that's the scene that I was talking about.
I couldn't.
Mortal Kombat is interesting. Okay, so it's the opening scene in which Mark Dacascos takes on a group of like thugs, ruffians, as it were.
Oh, ruffians.
With a stick.
With a stick, people.
With a stick. That's the scene, yeah.
Oh, so they're like showing different.
Yeah, that's it. That's him with the stick. So Mark is a martial artist from like 3 or 4 different disciplines, actually. So his fighting in the film in a lot of the scenes is just badass. But for some reason, that opening scene has always stuck with me. It takes place in the rain, and the cinematography is beautiful. It's a beautifully shot fight scene. It's very, very cool.
Damn.
Yeah.
So this is like some actual, like, legit martial artist type fighting. This isn't.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, like, Bride of Chucky was very silly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this is actually good fighting.
Wow. Look at that. Check that out. What? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, I gotta stop because I've got to watch this movie.
Yeah, Steven has never seen this film, so yeah, don't watch too much.
Yeah. Okay.
And
cool.
if you guys haven't seen it, it's great.
How great?
It's really great. It's a really good movie.
Yeah. Oh, Samuel Stokes says he loves that movie.
Yes.
Yeah, Samuel Stokes coming in total Chad maneuver.
I feel like Samuel Stokes comes in with a lot of that for me. Man, you and I, we like the same movies. We're too hip to be square, man.
John Heckman says he's sporting a talk horror shirt, styling and profiling.
I've got one on. He's got one on.
Jet flying, limousine riding, son of a gun that John Heckman is.
Only the coolest people wear talk horror t-shirts.
It's true. It's true.
It's true.
And I'll tell you what, for you single guys out there, you can't beat the women off.
Nope.
Can't beat them off.
Yeah.
This is the secret to all of my powers. For all of you who have wondered.
Yep.
JK says, Ray Wise versus the Creeper in Jeepers Creepers 2. I actually thought of this earlier, JK, and I didn't add it to my list because I already have so much on here, but that is a really good battle too.
Is it?
It is. It is because it's like Captain Ahab. Is that his name?
From Moby Dick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like that's like his battle. Like,
oh.
Yeah, he's going to take that son of a bitch down. You know what I'm saying?
And die trying.
Die trying. He's going to try. He's going to try not to die while trying. But, you know, that's a good battle, JK, and an unconventional one, too. For sure, man. Jonah's coming in saying, yeah, I had to stop wearing my TH shirts for a minute for my own good, dude. It happens like that.
Yeah, sometimes you need a break.
Sometimes you need a break, man. I mean, you know, and these TH shirts too, dude, whenever you're getting busy with it, whenever you're doing the horizontal hustle, whatever you do, don't leave the TH shirt on. You got to take it off.
Yeah.
You got to take it off, both for you and for your partner, brother. One time, I don't want to spoil it. You remember how they used to put warnings on some of those late night commercials? If you have something that exceeds more than 12 hours, you gotta go to the hospital. Man, that's what the talk horror shirt will do to you, brother.
That's what it brings.
That's what it brings to the table, Jonas. So.
Sweet. I have a quick side note before you move on to your next pick. For my pick, The Brotherhood of the Wolf, because we're getting a lot of I've never seen that. It's a French film. I highly recommend watching it in French with the subtitles. The English dubbing is not so good. I've seen it both. I've done both.
Yeah.
And they are wildly different. Like, it's like they didn't just translate it.
Damn.
Well, it's like, you know, because they didn't just translate it to English, they tried to make it sound like American. So they changed a lot of the like idioms and it doesn't work because it's a period piece. And in France, like, and so it just sounds
you got motherfuckers showing like, hey, what's up? What's on fleek, fuck boy?
Well, not like that. I mean, they don't go that far. It's not like that, but it's just
she got that ass like a dump truck, boy.
They don't make them West Virginian. They just make it just some of the lines that should have a lot of punch, like, just sound like cheesy. Like, it's just, you know what I mean? It's like watching a kung fu movie from the like late 70s that's been dubbed. Like, that's how bad the dubbing job was. So, you know, I see your kung fu is pretty good. Like, what?
Your kung fu fire, bitch.
Right? Like, I want to fight your brother. Him against me. Let's kung fu.
Let's kung fu.
Like, that's, yeah. So don't do that. Find it in French. Read the subtitles. It's worth it. It's worth the read.
Yeah.
And it is a horror film. Yes.
There you go. There you go. Brotherhood of the
JK,
Wolf.
is that a horror film? Yeah, it is.
In combat, yes, Mortal Kombat for the win. I used to play the living hell out of the game as a child, man.
So good.
And I wish the new movie would have been better. The new, I like the old Mortal Kombat better than the new one.
Yeah, God, we were so pumped for the new one. We wanted that to be so. I mean, we were like pumped.
Oh my God. And they did to me. I thought
massive.
James Wan directed it, and it's another one that he
They
put
lied.
his stupid ass name on.
Yeah, James
James
Wan
Wan
is
is.
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
That's like, what?
Yeah. So,
anyways,
I'll go ahead and move on to my second pick here. And I am going to go with The Collector and The Collected kind of as a whole. If you haven't seen these movies, they're absolutely phenomenal. And they're essentially a cat and mouse.
The
whole movie.
It's so intense. If you haven't seen it, so intense. Like
it's so intense.
Once the action starts, it doesn't let up. It's really
it's
not the action, the like tension, I guess, is probably a better way of putting it.
It's so good though, because it follows the story, to put this very, very basically. It follows like a cat burglar, essentially, who breaks into a house that has already been broken into by a serial killer.
Yeah. A serial killer who likes to lay traps and play games with his victims.
Yes. I mean, so you have to be
scary.
on your A game.
Yeah.
The whole movie, because the serial killer has essentially booby-trapped the house and will allow people to run around.
Yeah.
And fall victim to these traps. Like, that's what he gets off on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so this cat burglar, like, oh my God, Arkin, who, is a West Virginia boy. By the way, yes, the lead actor in the Collector films, Arkin, Josh Stewart, I believe is his actual name, is a West Virginia boy, my friends. But
I still need to get you to watch the Punisher season where he's the villain. It's so good. It's so good.
But this is not Arkin. So here...
Yeah, this is not him.
There's Arkin. There he is, West Virginia boy. He's finally facing off against the Collector. And he's sent in to save this girl's life. But, I mean, by this point in the movie, they're having they're going hand to hand. They're fighting each other. And finally, Arkin gets the upper hand on the Collector. And this is like, oh my God, sweet vindication when he throws him down this damn laundry chute.
Yeah.
Into the basement, which he has like rigged with explosives. But oh my God, these two movies are amazing, and I am so pumped. They started shooting a Collector 3 called The Collected during the pandemic, and that was the last.
Anybody heard of it?
I heard about it.
Yeah, we don't know what's going on.
What a great movie, though. If you want some badass battles, and I'm talking like, not even like hand to hand, but I'm talking like some cat and mouse stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what it is.
It delivers on both sides. You know what I'm saying? So The Collector.
Yeah.
Gotta check it out, people.
Yeah, our single Texan called it. The whole movie is like a fight. And that's,
Yeah, the whole movie is like a fight. Thank you, Single Text. Always coming through with your baloney avatar. I love it. It brings a smile to my face every time. Damn, JK says, I saw those movies ironically on Netflix. Yes! Netflix for the win, baby. Yeah. Fat Dad, what's going on, man? Glad to see you back in here, dude. How you doing, brother, man? Combat says, I will have to watch all those movies. I missed those, but I do know about them. Absolutely.
Highly recommend. The first one, I would say, is better than the second one.
Yeah.
But only because they have a different vibe.
They totally do have a different vibe.
The first movie better, but
yeah, so like
they're both great.
Yeah, the first one is a great suspenseful movie. Gore driven, plot driven, suspense driven, like I said. And The second one is like your typical sequel in the fact that bigger budget, bigger explosions, bigger action, better,
Right, more characters.
Yeah, you get more characters. So,
action
yeah,
oriented. Yeah.
By the second one, you get like a group that's trying to survive.
Yeah.
The Collector. But great movies, man. Gotta check them out. Jonah's coming in with one of his all-time favorites. Absolutely, man. And I cannot wait for The Collected to come out. I will be checking that out in theaters, hopefully multiple times. I'm hoping it's that good. And yes, there you go. Fat Dad knows it, baby. We're just talking about it. The main actor from The Collector is from West Virginia. Damn right, he reps.
Yep.
And that's what happens when you mess with us West Virginia boys. Collector, learn your lesson. Yeah, Samuel, I don't know what happened. We are getting a third one. It was in production. I just don't know what the hell happened with it. Like, I even remember Josh Stewart posting the clapperboard on his Instagram with The Collected written on it.
Bummer.
I'm not sure what happened though.
We'll have to look that up later.
Ooh, and there you go. Jonas is right. The first one does have a great soundtrack. Yeah. Good point, Jonas. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, JK, yes, sir. He surely does do that. I won't say it out loud. Scene. Yeah. Won't say it out loud, so hopefully I don't, spoil anything for anybody in here, but no Collector in Canadian Netflix. Damn it! Man, how could they do that to you, brother?
Oh, they cycle. They
totally do.
Yeah.
Yeah, they may not even have it on American. I'm not even sure. JK's Canadian too, so when he watched it, it was through Canadian Netflix as well.
Yeah.
So, JK, no problem at all, man. I would totally spoil the shit out of it if I, until I found out people haven't seen it yet. So I'll leave it. It's so good, I'll do that. But typically, I show no mercy.
Yeah.
I'm like the water boy. I show no mercy.
It's been out a while.
Yeah, hell yeah. Hells yeah. All right, baby, you're up.
All right,
second pick for you.
Since you did your whole film pick, I'll do my whole film pick.
Oh my God, here we go.
It's Violent Night.
What?
Yeah. Well, throwing in a newish movie for everybody.
Absolutely. David Harbour kicks ass.
It just came out this creamy.
It did. We went and saw it in theaters. And
we did.
It was worth the wait. Because I know we didn't I wanted to see it as soon as it came out.
Yeah. Yeah, you did. Why couldn't we do that?
Well, we were on
Weird and Wonderful.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So we had to take our time to see it. But we saw it in theaters.
Mm-hmm.
And there are so many good fight scenes in this movie.
Tons. David Harbour, he's the Norse Santa Claus, so of course he's like a Viking beast.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And John Leguizamo, John Leguizamo, he shows no mercy either. He was Luigi in the first Mario Brothers movie.
He's scrappy.
He's scrappy? Like Scrappy-Doo?
No, like,
Oh, I was like, oh my God, what?
He's like little and scrappy.
Yeah, there you go.
You just know he's the kind of guy who fights dirty. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
He's probably going to bite.
He is going to bite. Yeah, there he is. David Hart, look at that. He took care of John Leguizamo.
Oh, yeah. It's like fantastically gory. It's...
Oh, dude, it is. Let me tell you something, man. This is one of those movies that you can put in on any time. You don't have to pay attention to it or anything like that, really. You can just sit there and watch it and relax. I mean, despite the insane amount of violence going on.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to sit there and, hinge on every word spoken.
Yeah, you don't have to overthink it. And, there's, tension, but you kind of also, with something like The Collector, this movie can go either way. You have no idea if the guy you're rooting for is going to get out alive. You have no clue. Yeah. With Violent Night, you kind of, it's,
Yeah, you know what's going to happen.
You don't know how, but things aren't going to go too badly.
Yeah, you can totally relax, and it is just gory fun. There's tons of comedic relief, thanks to Mr. Cam Gigandet, your favorite part of the movie. And you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but great movie. It was so fun. It was so fun. It's one of the best movies I've seen in theaters in a while.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, these past couple years have really been some bangers as far as movies. You know, like nothing's outright sucked ass.
Yeah.
But Violent Night is up there for us.
It's just fun.
It is. It's a lot of fun. Tons of good fightings.
Yeah.
Tons of blood. I couldn't believe the amount of gore they squeezed into it.
Yeah, it was surprising. I was surprised. There were a couple that like I almost kind of like did that like scream laughing because it was like not expected. I was like,
yeah. It's like you know, like this movie and the amount of gore that they're starting to squeeze into some of these was like, it was more gory than like Cocaine Bear.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, and Cocaine Bear was Cocaine Bear. I mean, you know what that is. Come on, you know it's going to be a hyper gore fest. So I'm just using that as an example. I'm not saying that's like the golden standard of gore.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, Violent Night lives up to its name.
You know, and it's funny. I see JK's comment, and you know, JK, she was going to make our list, and for some reason, either just didn't get written down, or maybe it was like, oh, we don't want to do too many movies where we're literally just listing the whole film. But agreed. The Bride and Ready or Not.
Yes.
That's another like the whole movie is a fight scene.
Yeah. I was actually thinking about her earlier today and like other because like we were talking about like how they have forced Jenna Ortega to be a thing. And Samara Weaving, whom is the bride in Ready or Not, is in the beginning of Scream 6. And I'm like, oh my God, why didn't they make her like a main instead of like, oh my God. Yeah. So totally underrated, underutilized actress and movie.
Yeah, that movie's great.
That movie is phenomenal, JK. Great pick, man.
But again, it's just great fun. Like, it's just mayhem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
And bizarre, impossible kills, kind of it. Like, they're just, I love that stuff. Like, because it's just over the top and ridiculous.
In Combat, I do see your comments. So how this works is on some comments that we can't get to in the moment, I will get to those by the end of the night. Like, I have bookmarked it, essentially. So I will get to that later, Brother Jack, dude.
Yeah, I only called out JK's right now because it fits in this this niche we're in right this second, which the whole movie is a giant fight scene.
Yes.
Yeah.
Samuel Stokes saying Violent Night was bloody fun. I went on opening night and I had a ball. Yeah, dude. Super fun. Get your peppermint mochas, get your sugar cookies. Go watch it, man. Go watch it. Let's see. So Single Tax Guy said he made it about halfway through. I kept getting pulled away by dogs, etc. So we'll have to try to watch it again. Like, do you mean literally, man? Like dogs kept barking, you had to go check on them, or what?
Sometimes the puppies need attention.
But Single Tax Guy also says the main girl in Last House on the Left. I don't know if I would consider that a good fight. Like, she got pretty hammered. However, her parents put up one hell of a fight. I will say that.
Or maybe he just brought her up in our discussion of main girls we like better.
Oh,
is she a cool main girl? I don't know. I haven't seen it.
God, I forget her name. It's Amy something. She was also, well, if we're talking about the remake, she was also the actress in like The Innkeepers.
Oh, okay.
And you know, liked her some Ty West. Okay. Yeah, let's see here.
Imagine John McClane as Santa Claus.
Yeah, there you go, right? Okay, so the next one I'm going to go with, now this is a super easy pick.
Cool.
People knew this shit was coming.
Yeah. Come on.
People knew this was coming. Come on, here we go. They Live, Roddy Piper versus Keith David. And as we all know, Roddy Piper knows, hey, man, aliens exist, and to, you know, reveal the aliens, all you have to do is put on these glasses. They allow you to see shit. Well, he tries to get Keith David to wear the glasses, and Keith David is like, I ain't putting that shit on, all right? Come on now. And it turns, he's like, yes, you will. I'm Roddy Piper. I say so. And they end up getting into it in what has to be one of the most epic fights ever put on film. I mean, this is like a traditional fight. Like, this ain't no BS. These are two guys
Yeah,
slugging
these
it
are
out
just
in an
two
alley.
big guys
Very big guys.
slugging it out. Like,
slugging it out, and they even incorporate a little bit of wrestling. There's Roddy trying to throw the glasses and stuff on him. Keith Day's like, oh yeah, eat this, forearm to the face.
I mean, I think that's part of what makes this fight scene so great is it doesn't look choreographed. It looks like two
wrestlers,
dudes actually fighting. Like,
well, it looks like
because they do. They take breaks. They like.
Yes, yeah, they
know?
totally do. What do we got here? Something came through. I can't
Ricky
see
Hogan.
Ricky Hogan donated the $5. Oh my God!
Man.
Look at that, folks. We're up.
Yay!
To our $200 goal. Ricky Hogan, what a stud! He must be wearing the Talk Horror shirt tonight and feeling generous.
Probably wearing a Talk Horror shirt.
Thank you for the donation, Ricky Hogan, man. We're up to $200. The Ultimate Talk Horror Bash taking place here Friday, man. We're going to have a hell of a party. Welcome to the stream, my dude. Coming in like a true Chad.
Just kicks the door
Just
open.
kicks the door down. Penis half hard, ready to go. Thank you, Ricky.
Yeah.
All right. Back to our fight here, though, man. Look at this, man. They beat the living shit out of it. That we're talking headshots, body shots. We're talking trippies. You know what I'm saying? He's pounding his head on the. Oh my God! A little bit of low blow action there, over and over.
And they fight for so long, it almost gets like hard to watch. You're just like, oh my God!
No!
Please
stop.
Oh
no! He done. Roddy done messed up and hit the car with the 2x4.
Oh, he does. I'm sorry.
He's like,
I'm
you
sorry.
dirty motherfucker!
Oh, he's so pissed.
Yeah, he's gonna get him now. Get him, Keith! Look at that.
Yeah.
But this is a great fight, and then by the end of it, Keith gets the glasses put on him. Roddy forces the glasses on him, and look.
Oops.
They do exist, dude. They do exist.
I mean, you totally get that, like, that's why he doesn't want to put them on. He knows. Like, on a certain level, he knows and doesn't want to, like, know. He doesn't want to be involved. He just wants to keep his head down, live his life, protect his family. You know? Yeah.
Absolutely. So one of the best fight scenes ever put on film. Samuel Stokes says he loves the South Park spook on They. Oh my God, yes. Yes, in every way possible. Let's see here. Chad Edmonds says every actor versus Uwe Boll's writing. Oh my God, that is so accurate in so many ways. Yeah, there you go. John Heckman giving it up for old Ricky Hogan coming in. Nice move, Ricky. I'm telling you what. And Jonas brings up a good point. Ricky earned that TH Big PP status. Good job, Ricky. He had it on lockdown. He's letting her fly tonight, boys.
Oh, man.
We're talking about Busta Rhymes versus Michael Myers. I
wish that had made my list.
That should have made your list.
In myself because
Busta Rhymes.
That's my favorite part of the whole movie.
Oh my God!
Oh, it's so good.
Totally. It's like, oh my God, this movie just took it to like you couldn't think that movie could take it to any more heights, and then Busta Rhymes doing kung fu to kill Mikey Myers. Michael Myers is a killer shark, though, babe. And it took Busta to be his Quint.
It's true.
It's true. All right, what do you got up next, baby love?
Oh, and then you've got Chad Edmonds with the stretch versus Chop Top.
Oh, my God. Chop Top is so annoying at the end of that movie. Like, when he's just cutting her over and over in the legs with the razor.
Can't stand that guy. But
the straight razor.
We love Stretch.
I can tell you right now what I would do to Chop Top, and it wouldn't take long. Like, I would sacrifice myself immediately just to get him to shut up.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yes, Ricky Hogan. Such a classic, dude. Such a classic.
Oh, thank you, JK. JK says the first person to post the Busta Rhymes Michael Myers was Chad. Thank you, Chad.
There we go. We'll get it one of these days.
We got it. As long as we get it. All right. My next pick.
What's it going to be?
Is a twofer.
A twofer?
Yeah. So I went with the Underworld films, Underworld. And for the first movie, I chose the long-awaited battle with Victor at the end of the film.
Okay. Ooh, look at Victor. Oh man, he's pissed.
He's so pissed. He's so pissed. And, you know, it's like they talk both of these characters up the whole movie.
Yeah.
And Victor almost wins.
Yeah.
I mean, he beats Michael.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for Celine,
Victor would have been the victor.
Probably would have won.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess to be fair, Michael didn't even know what he was yet, you know, but.
Oh, come on, you two.
That's all right.
What
That's
the hell?
right. Because I don't know if you got the second. Did you get my second fight? Okay, never mind. You can stay on this one.
Oh yeah, look at Kate Beckinsale just whipping ass. All 90 pounds of her. Just beating the hell out of these people.
And then Victor just manhandles her.
Hell yeah, he does.
Yeah,
Victor's a stud.
awesome.
Bill Nighy's a stud.
He is. He's great. He's one of our faves. But my second one for the franchise, because the franchise kind of like jumps the shark. It gets way out there. But the second film, Underworld Evolution, has a really, really great final battle. You get Celine and Michael team up again to fight William and Marcus. And it's awesome. It's a great fight scene. You know, you get the werewolf and the weird vampire bat thing.
Hey.
That Marcus is.
Yeah. Hey, I like it, man.
And mayhem ensues, including like a helicopter.
Oh my God, yeah.
There's all kinds. Yeah, it's great. I enjoyed it. I like the Underworld films.
Yeah, they're fun. And where's DOD tonight to call me out for my lovely Winter Wonderland Christmas Good Times cup?
Hoot Owls, yep.
Where you at, DOD? This is for you, bud. Check him out.
Hey, we haven't seen them in days, man.
I know. I don't know what's happened to them.
They better come to the party or I'm like, oh, you have Briggs on the show tomorrow night, don't you?
I do have Briggs on the show tomorrow night.
There we go.
Briggs just uses me for my platform and leaves me.
We'll have Briggs and DOD in here tomorrow night.
I hope so.
Oh, they better.
I hope so too. Okay, so next up though.
Yes.
I'm gonna go with a damn disappointing pick.
Oh, are we there?
Not yet, but it's gonna work as a little bit of a lead in here.
Okay, cool. Okay.
So my pick comes from A Nightmare on Elm Street 4.
Oh.
And we have watched Rick practice karate or kung fu or whatever the hell he's doing in the garage. So he's got his headband on.
Yeah.
You know, like the Karate Kid. He's practicing on his punching bag.
Yeah.
And the whole damn movie, you're like, oh man, when Rick and Freddy fight, this is going to be badass.
Yeah.
This is going to be awesome. Let me show you what the hell they did when it came time for Rick to fight Freddy Krueger. Okay, we got to reverse here a little bit. So here we are.
Fast forward.
Well, yeah, fast forward. Yeah, excuse me. Here we are. Rick is in like a dojo type area. He's got his gi on and everything, and then starts getting hit by something invisible. And this is how the fight proceeds. Rick gets his ass beat
by an invisible
nothing. They're like, Rick, pretend you're getting beat up here. Okay. And then, I mean, when Rick fights back too, it's against, once again, an invisible. Look at that.
Yeah. So
this is just a shitty ripoff. It's like, come on, man.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't have mattered if it wasn't for the setup. If like all you ever saw was maybe Rick watch a kung fu film, right, or something.
Yeah.
But still, the Invisible Freddy is weird no matter what. But it wouldn't have felt like as big of a ripoff if, you know. But you watch this kid practice his moves the whole movie. I will say that's how I felt about the Dream Warriors. I love the movie, so it's nothing against the film.
Yeah.
But they set you up for like these kids are and half of them die before they can do anything. It's just
no. I love, Dream Warriors. But yeah, I
I
totally
love
get
it.
what you're saying. It's like, but with Rick, man, we see him doing all this shit like he's and man, you are so pumped. And then he gets killed like that by an invisible Freddy Krueger.
A flying glove.
A flying glove. It's like terrible, but they do go into, and this makes my list here, we do get Alice versus Freddy, which is better than what Rick got. You know, Alice, if everybody here is familiar with this, but at this point she has taken in all the powers of her friends, and Rick was her brother.
Right.
So she now possesses Rick's karate powers. And she goes hand, and we finally get the fight we deserve. It's just, it kind of sucks that it came at the expense of Rick, because I really liked his character.
Yeah.
Like, he was just a really, you know, it just sucks that he died. But, so this is a great fight. You know, Alice beats his ass. She uses Toy Newkirk's bug zapper thing to send them screaming with their antennas off. The only lame part I will say about this fight is the ending. I don't know how else they could have really ended it, but when she just kills him with like a poem, evil will see itself and it will die. And she shows Freddy Krueger himself in a mirror and it kills him.
Yeah.
That's like
a little anticlimactic for you.
A little anticlimactic. I'm trying to be careful with what I show here because I don't want YouTube to punish me for being a naughty boy. And they cut it early anyway. But of course, we all know that Alice shows Freddy his reflection in that mirror, and it causes Freddy to essentially explode. Like all the souls begin ripping themselves out of him.
Yeah, yeah. And it's funny because it's like, now for me, for someone like me personally, I don't even mind that the solution is, you know, like poetic, metaphysical, spiritual, whatever you want to call it. But then that's what the setup needs to be. Like the fact that the setup is for a physical fight.
Yeah.
And then in the last like 2 minutes, you get like, no, it's not really though. Here's this like metaphysical thing that's going to happen instead. It's like
another disappointment one though that you do bring up was, well, I won't get into that. But Samuel Stokes does come in and say, my underrated pick, the two women battling and Drag Me to Hell. That's great. That is great. That is a great battle sequence, especially in the car, man. When, you know,
agreed.
Her mouth is just all over. I think her name was Chris in that movie. I can't remember. It was all over her chin and stuff, and her dentures are out. It's like,
that's gross. Yeah. Chad Edmonds with the Ash versus Evil Ash. Little goody two shoes. I love it.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes. Ricky coming in, but how about Debbie's kill in Nightmare 4? Thoughts? Oh my God, poor Debbie, the roach girl.
It's horrible. You've got her.
I do. I have her
right here.
Yeah, she's right there on the shelf behind Anna. If you can see her, she has her roach arms on.
Right. It's so weird being right there.
Yeah. Totally. I own Debbie, the roach girl, man. Yeah, that's a
roach arms.
Oh man, I feel so bad for her, but that is a great kill, Ricky. Totally, man.
Oh, it's horrible.
Oh yeah, totally horrible.
Yeah.
All right, baby, you get next picky.
Ooh, me.
Ooh, yes.
Oh, okay. So my next pick is another odd pick. I don't know if you remember my odd pick from last night. Well, this is mine for tonight, and it's from the Warlock, or just Warlock. I particularly love the scene where they fight him by hammering nails into the footsteps that he has left behind.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the whole the whole final fight regardless, but that's my favorite part of it.
Yeah, so right now the Warlock has escaped and she is tracking him, you know, his footprints in the sand, and if she hammers nails into those footprints, it will inflict actual damage on the Warlock.
Yeah.
So as you can see, oh, poor Julian Sands getting it good in this one.
I mean, I just love, like, it's, kind of the thing we were just talking about with Freddy. It's like this guy uses magic,
and
it's going to come down to them needing to use magic to fight him. Like, you can't just, you're not going to punch this guy's lights out. Like, it's...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But by there he has his a board protecting his feet there, But yeah, and this fight scene is just really cool too. Like, I really loved this movie as a kid. And yeah, all the magical elements, and this poor guy's done went blind, the warlock blinded him.
Yep.
You see, because he's looking into the warlock's eyes right there, and then but yeah, the whole movie's good, but yeah, the battle and everything like that is just fantastic.
When they finally stand and fight back.
Yeah.
It's great.
They do battle in their little graveyard or whatever. Super awesome.
Samuel Stokes forgot about Warlock. Forgot it existed.
Oh my God, Samuel, dude. Well, you're welcome, man. I'm glad I brought this back into your life, man. Cause it's a great movie.
Yeah,
it really is. And
yeah, I mean, there's some stuff about it that has aged.
See, there you go. Ricky Hogan Warlock was such a great movie.
Yeah,
there you go.
You know what I mean? So it's, if you've never seen it, you do need to go into it knowing what year it came out. You know what I mean?
And it has
to give it some leeway, because it definitely, there's some aspects of it that have really aged, but it's still really fun to watch.
And I will say it has some really disturbing scenes.
Yeah.
It's not particularly a gory movie whatsoever. It's not really.
No, but some of the stuff he does
is really disturbing, and you will never forget it, and it will stick with you, like one of them is when he bites the dude's tongue out and spits it into the frying pan, and then it cuts to an omelet, and you're like, oh, that's so gross. But then when he consumes the baby's fat, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
yeah, it's horrible.
Ooh. Oh man, what a
this guy is evil. He's like, I feel like a lot of movies, especially around like magic and stuff, they kind of almost leave your bad guy a little ambiguous, so you can like kind of root for the bad, kind of, if you want to, you can root for the bad guy. Warlock is not that. Like, he is evil. Like, the stuff he does is really bad. To where it's like, even though you kind of like him, you can't root for him. Like, he's bad.
Oh my God, yeah. So
right, like they cover that.
He's teetotal
like,
bad.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so I think you're out of picks.
I am out of picks. That was my last pick. Okay, well, because we didn't expect it to go 2 nights.
No, we didn't. But we are going to move on to my last pick. And folks, I will get to your questions and comments. Just drop them in here. I will get to them. Like I said, I'm still going through my list though, so don't worry. Mine that I've added to the list is the Evil Dead remake, the fight scene at the end, which is freaking brutal and incredible and amazing.
Look how gory that is that you just paused it on.
Folks, it is literally raining blood. A Jeep, I think it was a Jeep, has been tipped over onto Mia's arm. And a demon is crawling towards her because the great one has risen from underground.
Yeah.
And Mia's arm is trapped under this Jeep, and she's trying to get out. And as you can see, it's raining blood on her. I love this. This is the most fantastic thing I've ever seen. But this battle is just so incredibly brutal. And this is just the very last bit of it. Like,
I was going to say, this is the last seconds of it. Yeah.
The whole fight. But, I mean, check this out, man. She rams a chainsaw through the demon's mouth.
Yeah.
And then splits the demon open, and it kind of
oh, it's so gross.
Sinks back into the earth. But look at it. Its eyes are still moving and blinking and twitching, and
oh yeah.
you know, then it sinks back into the depths where it came from as the house is on fire. And just look at that, man. What a beautiful movie, a beautiful finale, a beautiful ending.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's not to say that we don't love the original. We love the original.
I love the original.
And the remake is awesome.
The remake to me
both
is
things exist at the same time.
Great. Yeah, I love the Evil Dead remake.
Yeah. It is really brutal.
Yes.
Really intense.
Samuel Stokes says Warlock 2 was pretty decent. It has been a while since I've watched that, man.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Nice. We're going to have to check that out.
Cool.
It's been a while. Who do you have for a fight, single text guy?
Now's the time.
Now's the time, folks, because we're going to start taking some comments as I go through some dishonorable mentions here.
Oh, okay. Since we're on Evil Dead, I'm going to throw out Unsung Heroes pick, which is Ash Williams versus the Pit Witch in Army of Darkness.
There you go. There you go, baby.
Love Army of Darkness. One of my personal faves, for sure.
I have to say, and I'm going to go ahead and pull this up. One of my dishonorable mentions. I'm going to click on this. We're going to skip the Adaruski here, and then we'll be up. As a matter of fact, right now, they have an ad for the new Evil Dead movie, but...
Oh, funny.
Playing. But come on, folks. I have to mention this because I wanted it so damn bad. And it is Vic from Friday the 13th, Part 5, played by Mark Venerini.
Yeah.
I wanted to see him go hand to hand with Jason so damn bad. I wanted to see him fight Jason.
Yeah.
And of course, it's not even Jason in this sequel. But, as we all know, Vic goes crazy and kills Joey here. They're already living in like a place for people who suffer from like... Yeah. And as you all know, I mean, hell, here's what happens to Vic. He's in the back of a damn cop car 20 minutes into the damn movie. It's like...
Yeah.
That could have
been... never going to happen.
Yeah, that could have been an epic fight.
But nope.
But no. And then, I'm going to pull up another one that's also disappointing. And gets a dishonorable mention. And you guys should be familiar so far. Let's see here. Let me pull it up. This time we have Suicide from Return of the Living Dead.
Yeah.
Now, Suicide is like the leader of the gang here. Once again, played by Mark Venerini, who played Vic in Friday the 13th, Part 5. And, you know, when shit goes down, well, what do we got here? Farrah with the $1 make you holla donation.
Thank you, Farron.
Thank you, Farron. Totally going to the Talkcore Ultimate Party Bash, man. We'll get on that soon. Total Chad maneuver there on your part, though. But we get Suicide here from Return of the Living Dead. Mark Venerini.
Yeah.
Teetotal badass. Oh my God! Don't show this part, Steve. I can't afford it, YouTube. But right here, folks.
You're expecting an epic battle.
You're expecting an epic battle with this son of a bitch. You would not want anyone else leading your group. And then look what happened. He's the first son of a bitch to die.
Just immediately. Just
out of the group.
Taken out. Yep.
Look at Miguel Nunez, also Friday the 13th, Part 5 alumni there. But so a dishonorable mention
for a fight that never happened.
For a fight that never happened.
Yeah.
I wanted that so damn bad.
Yeah.
And then that's what happens to him.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's what happens to him. And my last dishonorable mention on the list. Last one, folks. And I saw this mentioned earlier in the chat, and we've talked about it and stuff a little bit too.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to pull it up if YouTube will allow me. There we go, YouTube. You can do it, buddy. You can be the little engine that could. Here we go.
They'll allow it.
This is the final fight scene from 30 Days of Night. Now, this is a great vampire flick. I absolutely love this movie.
Yep.
But I feel a little bit, so, Josh Hartnett, he's the sheriff of this town, and the vampires have taken over. The only thing he can do now, vampires have taken over.
Yeah.
There's only a handful of survivors left, so he injects himself with vampire blood.
Right.
Because he thinks he can go out here and beast on vampires that have been doing this shit for centuries.
Right.
Namely, this guy here, who is our head vampire.
Right.
And I'll be damned if Josh Hartnett isn't exactly correct in this assumption, in this assessment. He goes out here, and they have a decent little fight, a little slugfest.
Uh-huh.
But then, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, 30 seconds later, Josh Hartnett plows through the lead vampire. Look at this. That's the look on my damn face is what his vampire hooligans had. When that happened, I was like, what?
I mean, to be fair, that might have just been really, really good timing and hand placement.
It could have been.
Like, do you really think he thought to himself, I know what I'm going to do? I'm going to punch through his mouth, through the back of his skull?
It could have been, but and then these other vampires are like, it's Josh Hartnett. I ain't going to mess with him.
Like you said, he just became a vampire. But, he wasn't thinking that way yet, I don't think. Yeah. I think he thought he was going to punch this guy, and he accidentally punched through his skull.
Yeah.
On accident.
I
think it just freaked everybody out so bad that he wins.
I think though I am a little bit disappointed in it. I think that it could have been a better fight scene.
Well, again, it's
because it just didn't last long. Here's 20 seconds of a fight scene and then the movie's over.
Again, it was one of those that should not have come down to a physical fight. I think. Like, it's just one of those things where it's like it should have come down to some kind of trap, some kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, because
let the humans get a leg up.
One, he's way outnumbered. And two, when he does become a vamp, he's a brand new vamp versus this guy who probably for centuries has been tearing people apart.
So I was just a little bit disappointed by that. I think it could have been, but I love that movie.
Yeah, that's great.
But I'm just a little bit disappointed in the end fight sequence. I think it could have been done better. Farron, once again, man, thank you so much for that super chat. And Ricky Hogan, thank you so much for the $5 Rooskies, man. This Ultimate Talk Horror Bash is going to be bad to the bone.
Yeah.
Ricky Hogan says, I agree, dude. I expected more from the lead vampire. I wanted more from that fight. Me too, man.
Yeah.
That lead vampire, the vampires in 30 Days of Night were so badass.
Yeah, they are.
I really liked them. Had their own language. These guys,
weird glassy eyes.
Yeah, and they're not idiots.
No.
You know what I'm saying? It's like this was a plan. They worked with a mortal human to facilitate this strategy, you know what I'm saying? And, totally screw him over at one point too, but
yeah.
But I just expected a little more from that last fight. I'm like, Josh Hartnett really went out here and Hulk Hogan'd. He Hulkamania'd the lead vampire. Come on. All right, folks. Like I said, I'm getting to the questions at this portion of the show. We are 8 minutes over. Love the support tonight. Love the support. And the first one I'm going to get to, Jonas, you're my mod. I've been doing this for 30 days. How the hell do you not know when the party is?
Maybe he was just asking so everybody could hear you say it again.
Maybe I would like to think that. You know what, Jonas? Let me tell you something, Jonas. I caught on to that. I was trying to see if Anna was paying attention. You were, babe. Good on you. It's an old police trick.
Yeah.
Old police trick. You didn't fall for it. Good for you. Jonas, thank you for doing that. I knew you would. But look, I will also show people a little Easter egg here. Jonas is asking when the party is. It's Friday, 8 p.m. It will conclude my 30 days of talk horror. I will have done a live stream every day for 30 days. It's going to be badass. I'm getting cake. I'm getting surprises. I'm getting fan mail. Fans are calling in.
Big surprises.
Anna tells me she has like something crazy planned for me and will not tell me what it is, and I want to know so bad. But I will tell you this. If you want to be on the show, you have to get in contact with me, and I will make sure you get at least a couple minutes on air, whatever, man. Get on here and share your message with the horror fan. But I'm going to show you a little thing I've set up here, Jonas. It is Friday the 21st, but if you check this out, right here on the goal where it says Steven's Ultimate Talk Horror Bash, you'll see that it has 2 days left. I set this up to where it will expire
Thursday.
Yeah, come Friday.
Well,
so yeah, it's supposed to expire on Friday. That's all I can say, babe. Okay, that's all I can say.
Pokemon wants me to read another story.
Pokemon, you're not getting another story out of her.
Sorry.
I'm so you were here every time you could for her Betty by Reedy times, and
Patty wants to say, can we still do Goosebumps on Sunday?
Yeah, everybody's wanting you to keep reading, Anna. Anna's like, no, I will not. Let me tell you something, folks.
We might bring that back sometime in the future for funsies, but not this Sunday.
Yeah, like I said, like I'm going to feel extremely heartbroken when this is over. Mm-hmm. I am. Like, I'm not going to know what to do with myself when I go back to not streaming every day. But I do have other plans. Like, this is not over. Like, all this means is you're going to get more actual videos out of me.
Yes. Yeah.
Coming up on the channel. And I have some plans for my live streams.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I did the best I could during the 30 days. You know, I got y'all some guests. We did some fun things. We did all this. But it was also, didn't allow me to expand on some things because I couldn't, some things require planning and setting up, and I just didn't have the time for it.
Yeah.
So once we go back to once a week, there's going to be some high quality live streams too.
Or just Goosebumps, because that's what your audience is calling for.
Yeah, we'll just go back to Goosebumps. That's it. I'll just, you guys can have it. Ricky Hogan says,
yeah, there was no ending to the werewolf story yet.
I enjoy the content you guys make. I'm always happy to support in some small way. I'm glad you enjoy it, man. Thank you for being here, dude. This has been totally badass, man. Definitely come to the party Friday, man. I want to see your happy face there.
Absolutely.
Let's see here. JK says Norman with the persona of Norma versus Ramiro in Bates Hotel was a great fight. Good show.
I haven't seen it.
Good show. Underrated as hell show. Like, that was a good show. People are saying don't cry on my cake. Single take, hopefully we can redo Goosebumps. Yes, the party is this Friday, JK, 8 p.m. Eastern. Chad says some people go to church. We go to Anna to story time.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Oh, my God. It's been so fun. And Josh is coming in. He's like, hey, I got a lot of Goosebump books you can borrow.
Yes.
Hell yeah, man. Oh, my God. Okay, let's look at some of the other comments we got here.
Okay, you had some set aside, right?
Yep, that's what I'm going through.
Cool.
Let's see. Single text. I was thinking a good fight was the sheriff versus the Firefly family at the end of the Devil's Rejects. Yes. That is a really good final battle and very emotionally charged too. Because by then you're like, oh my God, I hate Sheriff Whitell. Like, kill this son of a bitch. And that's saying something. Like, Rob Zombie did something really really well with that movie, where he somehow made you hate the protagonist more than the antagonist. Like, and he even became the antagonist.
I could see him being capable of that.
Yeah, he really did. It's like, look at if you sit back and think about what you're rooting for, Yeah, by the end of that movie, it's crazy but beloved, and it's also something that could not get by today because apparently I haven't seen it yet, but I know they tried that with Don't Breathe 2.
Mm,
Like I said, I haven't seen it, but it got its ass canceled.
really?
Yes. People
Interesting.
people weren't having that shit. So you could do that in like '03, but
Yeah, yeah. I think the new Firestarter needed to have its butt handed to it a little more than it got for kind of turning the antagonist into like a quasi protagonist at the end. That was weird. But anyways, go ahead.
Here we go. Ricky Hogan says, I met Julian Sands about a year ago. He was so kind. Oh my God, Ricky, you are so lucky. Did you get a picture or anything with him? I've heard, of course, Julian Sands is missing still.
Yeah.
And he's definitely dead. He went on a hike and has never been discovered. He's never come back from it and all that. But I heard people talking about, they didn't know him as an actor or whatever. And they just met him out like he was hiking. They didn't know he's a celebrity or whatever. And he was so nice and just wanting to talk and interact with people and share things with people. Like, apparently Julian Sands was a great guy. That's just horrible what's, going on with him. Oh, Ricky Hogan says, I did, and his autograph.
That's awesome.
Oh my goodness. That is awesome. Love it. Hell, I'd love to see a picture of that, man. Just curious, how much was his autograph? Totally curious. Totally curious question there. Chad says, Don't Breathe 2 made the antagonist the protagonist for the right reasons. That's all I'm saying. Haven't seen it. I watched the original, but I have not seen Don't Breathe 2. I just know the controversy surrounding it. I still need to check that one out. And I'm a fan of old Stephen Lang, so I need to.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And I do love, I was just bringing that up, but I do love, the Devil's Rejects and stuff. So I do know how, if it's similar, then there's a shot I might like it. I don't know. Single text guy, not going to lie, these Freddy movies scared the crap out of me when I was a kid. I was even scared of Freddy during the day. I've never went back and watched any besides the first. Holy crap.
Yeah, they were scary.
Josh, I think because you said like Freddy scares the hell out of you.
Oh, yeah.
You, single Texas guy, and Josh Brown just need to make like a support group.
A Freddy Krueger support
Freddy
group?
Cougar support group. Freddy Cougar.
Freddy Cougar.
Freddy Cougar.
Freddy.
You guys can be the
Sleepy
Dream
Dude.
Warriors, man. Yeah, Sleepy Dude, Betty Bye.
Support group.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he gave me nightmares. He was horrible. He's terrifying.
Chad says, off topic, but have you seen the Psycho bath mat that is white but turns red when your feet are wet and step on it? It comes with matching shower curtain that turns red when you touch it. Yes, I've seen that.
I haven't
super
seen
cool.
it. That sounds cool.
Oh, it is. There's like little bloody footprints on it after because your feet are wet. It's super cool. Combat wants to know, does Hostile Combat, are you still with us? I hope so, brother man. It's been a while. I didn't get to this sooner, but he says, does Hostile fall in your realm of horror films? That one scared me because I believe there are people that do it.
God, I hope not.
I have no doubt you're right.
Oh.
Like, I will say that, Combat. There's so much that goes on in our world and so much that it absolutely exists. It absolutely exists. That stuff absolutely happens. Of course, it has to. Like, if there is a buying audience for anything you can think of, then somebody's making money off of it. Yeah, definitely happening, man. Like, I wouldn't have a clue.
But not a lot.
Yeah, not a lot. I wouldn't say a lot, and not a clue where it would take place, but somewhere I'm sure something similar goes on. Or there's some group that can facilitate that. Like, yeah, man. So and then after watching, what recently happened to somebody I know when they went to New Orleans, it reminds me of Hostel 3, the one that takes place in Vegas. And it's like, why wouldn't somebody take that a step further? I guarantee you they have for further compensation. I guarantee it. So, yeah, scary proposition there, man. Yeah, there you go. People go missing all the time. Yeah, it's horrible and scary, and yeah, and Turistas, I'm sure happens as well. If you saw that, it's very similar to Hostel, but it's like people who steal organs, and you know, I'm sure that happens too, man. But it's just like, you know, there's shit that goes on in the world. I was actually watching a clip the other day that years ago, you know, people were doubting that this certain place existed. There's like, oh my God, there's no way. These people who say this place exists are full of shit. And then it became a huge nationwide story that said place does exist. And the rumors of what was going on there actually happened. They weren't rumors. You know, there were whistleblowers that no one listened to. And then the news story broke and it was real. Yes. So nothing surprises me, man. Like, let's see here.
Ricky Hogan says he met Julian's Hands at Texas Frightmare last year.
Wow. And he paid $60 for a picture with him and got his autograph on a picture of his Warlock character. Oh my God. I would kill for that, man. Not literally, but I would be so happy.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That is awesome, dude. Cherish that thing. Put that son of a bitch in a frame, put it in a lockbox, and keep that thing forever, man. You know, prominently display it, but just make sure it's protected.
Yep.
Josh wants to know, how much is y'all's autograph? Well, Josh, how much do you want said autographs? I mean, let's, you know, maybe an acre. Maybe 2 acres. Huh?
Bamboozled. We do them for free.
Yeah. Yeah, Josh, like you would really want my autograph. Come on, man. Come on, man.
That's so silly.
Oh, my God. JK says, regarding Hostel, I suspect it likely happens in more crime-riddled nations.
Yeah. Sure.
Shit goes on there, man, that, you know, it's scary.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Chad says, Kruger never scared me, but I always checked my friends for the 666 birthmarks behind their ears. That's all I'm saying. Oh man, he done watch The Omen.
Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome, man. Yeah, I've always really loved The Omen too, and the plot line there. It's like, what would you do, man, if you found out that the person you've spent, 12 years or however old they were in that movie with was the Antichrist? And it's like, then you have to, and then being the Antichrist and you're just finding out that's what's up with you. It's like, what the hell would you do, man? It's like, do you reject that? How can you, though? That's your nature. That's your being. That's your destiny.
Do you have a soul?
And yeah, well, I mean, and
if you have a soul, you have free will. So you absolutely
that's true.
Can't reject that.
But I don't know. I mean, hell, Damien was born of a jackal. Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows? But that is just
weird.
Yeah. So scary. Scary movie, man. And I feel horrible for Mark, but you also feel horrible for Damien because he's finding this out for himself and what it's going to cost him and what his destiny is. And like, he wants Mark to be there with him.
Yeah.
It's like, Omen 2 is so good. My favorite of the whole franchise for sure. Oh man. Yeah. Yeah, man. That's an energy, Combat. And Combat, man, hey, I'm glad to see you in here tonight. Dude, I've been trying to build up my old Twitch account there. I'm actually going to pull it up right now and see, have I been getting any followers over there? And if you want, man, my primary platform is YouTube, so of course you're more welcome here. More than welcome.
You're
not
welcome.
more welcome. Had to lick my lips and speak at the same time. It gets difficult. Okay, I'm up to 3 followers on Twitch. That's cool.
All right.
What am I on YouTube as of right now? I can't even remember.
Like
50,
54,787 last I saw today.
Something like that. Something 54,791 subscribers on the YouTube Aruski, brother man. So this is definitely my biggest platform. So if you want to come on over this way, man, you're more than welcome to do that too. And I believe that clears up all of the questions and comments we had for the night, and it's time for us to go eat and get prepped for tomorrow.
Our single Texan has one last fight.
Another good fight is Roger versus Big Ben at the end of House 1985. We just watched that, didn't we?
We did.
Big Ben, oh my God. That big son of a bitch from Night Court.
Yep.
Wasn't it?
Didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, he's like going all crazy and stuff where he's in Nam.
Yep. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's great. House is great.
Yeah, there you go, JK. Omen 2 was great, but what happens to Mark always bums me out. Man,
Absolutely.
it's so heartbreaking, dude. So heartbreaking. Oh, I feel you. Combat, I'm not I know that is like Twitch's form of currency. I'm not sure how to become paid on there yet. Like I said, I started up the Twitch really. I had never streamed on here under the Talk Horror banner until the 30 days of Talk Horror. So I haven't even said, I don't even know if I am eligible for monetization on there yet, man. But
yeah, well,
I definitely appreciate you wanting to do it. He wanted to be the first to offer up some bits, man. I definitely appreciate the hell out of that, man.
That's cool.
It would go to a good cause. My party on Friday, which I hope you're here for. It's going to be super fun. All right, my friends, that's it for us tonight. I will be back here tomorrow for you regulars, I will be here with Dr. Briggs. You all know him. Oh, damn, his son's a big-time Twitch streamer. Nice. You're going to have to hook me up with your son and, like, you can show me. I haven't streamed on Twitch in a really long time, dude.
I can show you the new ropes.
Yeah, show me the new ropes, man. But I will be here tomorrow with Briggs. We are going to be playing some Would You Rather. And let me tell you something. I have...
some horror film, Would You Rather.
I have some good ones to nail his ass with. So... you will not want to miss that. And God only knows what he's going to hit me with.
Oh, yeah. You guys are going to be great at this, I'm sure. It's going to be fun.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be so fun. Yeah. All right, my friends. Thank you all so much for coming in. Thank you all so much for talking with us. I hope we served you well with some good fight action. And I hope I see you all tomorrow. And then, of course, at my party on Friday, because we only have, what is it now, like 3 days left?
Yeah, well, technically, you've got
Wednesday,
2
Thursday,
more streams,
Friday.
And then Friday. So you only have 2 streams left.
And then the party. It's going to be a banger.
Yeah.
All right, my friends. Until then, it was so much fun hanging out with y'all. We will see you tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Have a good night. We love you all, my friends. Thank you for being a part of this. Good night.
Bye.